I wanted to tell a story about my Christmas village. I found out a long time ago, 10 years ago, and it was kind of a, oh, didn't you know kind of situation. I was talking with my sister, and she says, well, what kind of Christmas village do you get? I said, what do you mean? She says, like what kind of village pieces does mom send you like? And then she also said, what because I guess they had different styles like Southwestern and Mountain and all this. And she said she wanted to know what mine said. I said, well, Stacy, I don't have one. Oh, you don't have one? I said, no. She says, doesn't mom give you one every year for Christmas? I said, give me what? She says, your new piece. And I said, no, I've never gotten one. And Mike's over there trying to keep Frankie from walking into town. And so, I said, oh, no, I don't have any. Then I asked my mom next holiday or whatever. I remembered it and I said, hey, mom, is everybody getting, these Christmas Village pieces and why am I not included? I guess she'd been doing it for years. And she even bought my brother's wife a set. So she was getting one. So she was sending it out to all the ladies, all the girls, and apparently daughters in law as well. And so, like, wow, oh, well, that's nice for them. And I said, well, why don't I get one? She said, well, times get hard for you, and you probably would rather have the money, and your place is really small, and so it all logically makes sense. But needless, I was still pretty upset. There's a jail. Um, and So I was just telling this story. I mean, nothing's ever going to change about it. It's just how it is. And, you either make peace with it or you don't. And I didn't want to drag, my life down. So I just made peace with it. And this is my favorite section right here, by the way. This too. And so I was telling the story because it just, it happened. And I was like, I said, my feelings are hurt. I said, but I said, I understand it logically. And I think the biggest thing I have a problem with is being left behind, like everybody was involved in a tradition and I wasn't. And that hurt my feelings. And so we were talking at work about that. And as we're decorating the office. And so come into work the next day and there's this huge box on my desk. I'm like, what's this, And Diana says, well, I've been collecting these for my daughter and I was planning on giving them to her. And she said, I would rather give them to you, because you don't have a village and your mom did not buy you a Christmas village. And I was so touched that I have my own Christmas village. And this is not Hallmark. It's not whatever those companies are. But I tell you what, this village means everything to me. Because it was this pure act of graciousness and kindness and sharing and love that Christmas is supposed to all be about. And so this is my Christmas village. And I absolutely love it. And even though Diana, has gone her way, I've got gone my way. I will always, always thank her and remember this. And when I do see her out in town and stuff, I always tell her how much I love her. And, just we'll have that bond always. Anyway, I just wanted to share my little town with you. Have a Merry Christmas.